Right, hi guys, welcome to the first episode of the Baz and Sunny Show.
Welcome guys, hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Very exciting.
Yeah, cool. So yeah.
We kind of forgot what we were going to talk about, didn't we? We sat down and we were like, what's the topic? Baz was like, tell me when it's on.
That's it.
So if you remember...
So I think the first disclaimer needs to be, you know what, I don't think that the camera angle for the first episode was doing much for my figure. Yeah, I think, a little bit of a disclaimer, I ain't actually that big, lost a bit of weight here, been going gym, but the angles weren't great. I've been told to sit back a bit now, sit upright a bit more, breathe in. I feel like I'm about to pass out.
I know, please don't pass out halfway through this. But yeah, he had a lot of feedback just from family and friends saying that he was looking a bit on the round.
It's just like the way that, obviously, that my hoodie was just hugging me. But yeah, that's it. That's cool.
Just keep remembering to sit up.
I know.
Okay.
How long's it because I can't breathe in for this long, man.
We'll try and keep it short and sweet so he doesn't pass out.
Keep this pulled open, keep the dead in that. But yeah, that's cool. Anyway, what's the first episode about?
So the first episode is about, if you remember from our intro, is all about
the intro.
Yeah, first we did the printro, then we did the intro, and then we're doing the actual episode today.
Yeah, sorry, man.
So the first episode is going to be, we're going to try and keep these episodes short, by the way, because you know how we do when we normally chat, we get a bit carried away, don't we? It goes on for a while. So we're going to try and keep a maximum 20 minutes. So I do feel like there's going to be loads more stuff that we can talk about, but then we'll just keep...
We want to kind of try and focus on the one topic,
continue.
whatever the topic is. So what we're thinking is across the week we'll put a poll out and say, right, okay, what do you want to talk about next week? Yeah, but I feel like
we're not going to be able to fit everything in of this one topic, but let's try.
No, I think we can. Let's get it done. We're just going to tackle one topic and get it done.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I was thinking the first thing that seems appropriate for this first episode would be the importance of self-belief and confidence within yourself. And I think that's just that conversation will lead on to future episodes of how our businesses came about, because obviously you have a lot of moments throughout business, probably on a daily basis, weekly basis, of questioning yourself, questioning whether or not you want to do this, questioning whether or not you're good enough to do it, or packing it in and getting a 9 to 5, or just doing something completely different. That just happens, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it can just take one small thing to make that happen. So I think let's just kickstart our whole episodes about the importance of self-belief. And the thing that really made me want to start this conversation was, Baz, I'll ask you, how limitless do you think we would be if we didn't worry about...
No, the real reason why you need to start this episode like this is because it took me about 6 months to convince you to actually start this channel. And
firstly, it wasn't 6 months.
And to actually create your own Instagram page, and the amount of countless arguments and hair loss and stuff like that.
Hair loss? What, 6 months ago you had a full head of hair? What on earth are you talking about?
What I'm saying is, let's just talk about that first.
Okay, so basically...
That's why you wanted to talk about this first, didn't we?
Yeah, that's part and parcel of it, yeah, I suppose. But I was going to ask a different question.
Yeah, but that question
if you want to talk
I reckon that question should be like the closing statement.
Okay, well we can maybe come to that. Maybe we should be a bit more organised with these. Still, are other people more organised in what they're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay, so basically, what do you want to say to me about Go on then.
So obviously, it took me a long, lengthy period of time to actually be able to get Sunny to, create this, what we're creating here, create this channel, create her own Instagram page about herself. And
no, you couldn't understand. No, you couldn't understand. No, you couldn't understand why I've got Blessed with Girls, that Instagram page. I'm always on there, always talking about there. I talk a lot about the girls. I talk a lot about being a mum. Talk a lot about home life. But anything to do with business and the kind of entrepreneurship kind of journey that I've been on, I've touched on it slightly, but I've never went very much into it. And although I get a lot of messages from people asking more about it, I've always felt a bit reluctant to do it. And you've been pushing me. You definitely haven't been doing it for 6 months, but you've said it for a while.
At least 4 then.
I don't know, probably. You said for a while, let's create something. Obviously being a woman, being Indian, being a mother, and being a business person in business, and entrepreneur, that's like I've got my own space in the world where I should use a platform and talk about all my experiences, and it will inspire other women. However, I've always felt a little bit reluctant, because I've always felt that, I don't know what it is, but I always feel like, even though I have done some really, really great things in life, I almost feel like they're not good enough to talk about, because then I compare myself to bigger companies or people that have done maybe more, when really I've done a lot. And that's just something that I just have to work on. So that's just my own issues, really.
I think the biggest thing is, look, there's always that fear of what are other people going to think, what's so-and-so going to think of you, what's people's perception of me going to be like, and X, Y, and Z. And you know what? There comes a point where you really got to F all that and think, you know what, even if we're putting the content out now, for example, there might be many people that are swearing at the TV thinking, these guys are just chatting shit. And you know what? We might, you know, to them, they might be chatting shit. But if there's even one person that comes out of this episode and thinks, you know what, thank you very much, this was insightful, or this is an issue that you're dealing with, and you're going to break down those barriers and go and get what you deserve, because we only ever have one shot at life, then it's worth doing, in my opinion.
And that's a good thing about that.
It's a given. You know, you should feel obliged that you need to give this content to people. I feel obliged.
I actually do now. Prior to this, I didn't. Yeah, and that's really good. And I feel like that energy and what the kind of stuff you say to me about having that confidence and that belief in myself and stop stressing. I think as a young Indian woman, you do stress a lot about what other people think. Maybe because it was the way that I've been brought up. You hear a lot of that saying, "Lucky Kikenia," which is basically what are people going to say. You hear a lot of it, and I feel like also Indians, just as a culture, you've been kind of brought up. You're okay there, Baz. Yeah. You've been kind of brought up to kind of, if you are doing well or you are being successful in certain things, not to shout about it, just in case it kind of gets jinxed, or just in case kind of people might perceive you as showing off, and I don't ever want to seem like, I don't know, I always just think I don't want people to think I'm showing off. This is what it comes down to, like, not showing off.
We don't really care what people think. To be honest, I'm way past caring what people think. Whether people like me or dislike me, that I don't really care. You know, we're at a point now where, you know, I've got one life, you know, I've got a beautiful family around me, I've got a beautiful household, and you know, I'm very fortunate in the position that we're in and what we've kind of created. To say that, you know, at the end of the day, other people's opinions don't really matter. We know that we're good people, we know what we do for charity, we know what we do with people that we work with, and we know that we treat our team and our people around us with respect in the same way that we expect to be treated. So if someone's going to judge us, then their opinion really does not matter to me at all.
I think long and short of it is, not everyone is going to like you. So I think this is something that I've had to deal with myself. Not everyone is going to like you. Don't live your life trying to please everyone. I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't live my life trying to please everyone, but I just think a CBA with people probably thinking...
I think the thing was, we got to a point where there's loads of times where we got that close to actually making the channel, that close to actually making the Instagram page, and then something inside Sunny, or don't get it wrong, I've had these doubts and stuff before as well, would just deter us from doing it and think, actually, you know what, forget it, I've changed my mind. And where at the moment you just need to life is so short, and from the people that we've seen around us, and there's people that we known and that are no longer with us, and at the end of the day, you've just got to go out there and get what's yours. Go out there. If you feel like you want to have an opinion, if you feel like you want to you know, endorse something, if you feel like you want to go and open a business, you feel like you want to just go to the top of a mountain and scream, then just do it.
I feel like that a lot more now than I used to previously, simply because I do feel like as we're getting older, we have experienced loss in our lives, and you look at these lives and you think, God, they went too soon, they shouldn't have went. Did they do everything that they wanted to do, or are we all going to continue to live our life trying to please people that don't really matter in our life? So if you've got a business idea that you want to start, don't just think, oh God, what's going to happen if it fails? Are people going to think, what the hell? Or do I really want to do it? Do I want to be on the safe side of things? Or if you want to create a vlog, or if you want to create an Instagram page, don't think, are people going to think, oh God, why is she doing that for? Is she a weirdo? Or just forget thinking about what people think. Just do it. And what is the worst that is going to happen?
There should be zero regrets. You want to get to the age of... I want to get to... Hopefully we get to the age where, you know, we're 65, 70, 75, and I want to be able to look back and tell my children and tell even my grandchildren or whatever's going to happen at that point, to say that I've had no regrets. And the only thing that everybody's got in common, and the only inevitable, is that everybody's going to pass away one day.
Right. It's the only thing.
And the only thing, you know, you can't take the money with you, you can't take anything with you. The only thing what's going to remain is the legacy that you left behind. So if we can make changes on people, if you can start that one business and you want to get out of that job that you hate going to every morning, I just say absolutely go and fucking do it.
I agree. I absolutely agree. And I think for me, I look at other women and I look at other people that are successful or putting themselves on a platform and talking about certain things, talking about issues, talking about their businesses, showing their lives off, and I genuinely feel inspired by these other women. They don't even realise that they're inspiring me, but because they've got a platform and they're using it and they're talking about certain things, I feel inspired. So why can't I be that person that inspires other people as well? I should, because I've definitely got the experience in life.
And even so much about inspiring other people, that's an added bonus. The added bonus of us verbalizing this, like you guys might think that we're doing this for you guys. We're not. Ultimately, the selfish part of us is we're doing it for us.
Yeah.
Because the more that we voice our opinion, the more that we voice what we're thinking, the more that we voice what we want to share out there, the energy that we're getting from voicing it and we're getting it back, it's massive.
It's so true.
We take our own energy first. Once we verbalize it and we gas each other up, you know, Sunny's my rock, and when she gasses stuff up, then I do as well, and that's what you want. You want that energy, and as long as you can give out positive vibes, give out positive energy, then you guys taking positive from this is just an added bonus because we're boosting ourselves.
Baz and I are very much about energy. It's really important to us. We love people that have got energy, that lift people up, that gas each other up. And I always find that if ever anyone's doing well in life, what does it hurt? What does it take away from you to boost that person or just compliment that person or say something nice about that person? Saying something nice about someone else does not take anything away from you. So we're very much like that. We like to boost things, boost each other, lift each other up. So I think, like, obviously we've spoke a lot about self-belief and negative thoughts, how they can get into your head and how you worry about other people, what other people think. Leading on to that is, what do we do to prevent that from getting into our heads? What do we do? Like, what are our techniques? What are our tricks? So boosting each other up, gassing each other up. Secondly is power of gratitude.
Yeah, the power of gratitude, yeah.
So gratitude is extremely important to us, and I think it's something that everyone should try and do on a daily basis, which is basically practicing to be grateful every day for everything you have, because the more you put out there, the more it will come back. If anything, it will come back tenfold. Every day, wake up and say what you are grateful for. Say that you're grateful for the fact that you've got a house over your head. You're grateful for your family. You're grateful for your income. You're grateful for your health. I mean, health is an invisible crown that, you know, only the
You should be grateful that you're actually still alive and you've got a chance to go out there and make another change.
Make your mark in life. So yes, really practicing gratitude, and that's something that we do all the time.
And the other thing is, I think the one thing that I'm really taking back is now, surround yourself with the people of the same energy. Surround yourself with people that you aspire to be like. Surround yourself with what you want in life. Just go and get it. You know, you want to be on the same journey, because I swear to God that the way that your life will change when you change the circle that you chill with will be massive.
It's true. Don't stay with people. You are going to have people in life that are going to try and hold you back, because not in a way because, you know, they want to hold you back. In like me, you are going to get them as well, but certain people are going to hold you back simply because they don't know the kind of space that you want to get
some people
into. They want to
just
keep you safe.
Yeah.
They want to just keep you into what they know.
Yeah.
Whereas you should want to be with people that are going to push you to do it, because what is the worst that could possibly happen? If you want to start something, or if you want to do something, what is the worst?
And the thing is, as well, those people that will be pulling you back for those reasons, that care about like going against the grain and you know, it really is a good idea. Those should be the same people that if you do have a failure, which really is just a lesson, not a failure, they should be there to pick you back up. And if they're not there to pick you back up, then those are not your right people. You know, through the journey, we're going to talk about in our future episodes about our business journeys and the highs of the highest that we've had and the lows of the lowest that we've had. And, you know, being an entrepreneur is a very lonely space, but that's the topic for another conversation. But what I'm saying is, just surround yourself by people that are going to support your journey, support your ideas, support what you want to do. And if you're not getting that energy from those individuals that you're part of now, then you need to get new individuals that you are going to be part of.
I agree.
Join forums, join talk shows, join, I don't know, just watch inspirational videos. Watch us, watch Baz and Sunny Real Talk, because you know what, if you really need that much
we want to gas you up,
if you really need that much boost, we will send you a little video boosting you. You know, just go out there and get it, because there's only one thing that's happening. You know, the older we get, the one thing, what my most fear is that every birthday that comes around isn't the fear of, I suppose that's one of my fears, you know, fear of getting old. Hang on, wait for me.
Is it going to be dark?
Yeah.
Sure.
No, it's fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, fine.
It might have impacted the video.
No, that should be okay from there.
Are you sure?
It's cool, hopefully.
Yeah, but then if we're going to sit here, let me just, sorry, I like to run sensors, so.
Run sensors. You can see Sunny's jumping around now. Yeah, walk through there, walk through that side. Anyway, yeah, so what was I saying, Sunny? What was I saying last?
Surround yourself.
Yeah, just surround yourself by the right people and watch the energy change and watch the energy shift from exactly what you're in now and your journey now to where you want to go. And then manifest that shit as well. You know, write it on a vision board.
That's another thing that's really important to us is manifestation. So probably a few people probably don't know about manifestation, but it's basically putting out there into the universe what you want. So constantly saying to the universe, I am going to be wealthy. I am wealthy.
Oh, when I'm wealthy, I'm going to do this.
Just literally saying your goal, saying it as if it's already a thing, because when you're putting it out there, the universe will bring it back to you tenfold. So there's something that we're quite into, which is called The Secret, which is all about the law of attraction. If anyone's interested in finding out more about it, let us know and we can send you the details. There's books on it, there's videos on it, but it's all about being a positive person and putting positive energy into the universe, and it will come back. And we have definitely found that that's true. 100%.
10 million %.
Things like making, I'm a bit out of breath. Literally out of breath and going
Or should we walk around all day?
Yeah, I literally just walked out there and waved my hands. But yeah, things like creating a vision board, that's been really, really good for us. Sorry, I've got my piece of paper because I made some notes because I didn't want to forget anything based on the little pointers that people, like little topics that people sent me on Instagram that they wanted us to talk about. So I'm just going to remember these on here. But yeah, for us, another thing that really keeps, because a lot of people said how to deal with negative thoughts and how to try and remain a positive person.
Yeah.
So and try and achieve your goals without letting negative thoughts get to you. So what we've done is created a vision board. So put on there your goals, what you want to achieve. Look at it every single day. Look at it as if it's going to happen. Don't just put things on there that are just completely out of reach, but like work towards them. Don't just make them a dream, make them a goal. So know how you're going to achieve.
You know, if you're going to put on there that you want to become a billionaire, then what's your steps that you're going to take to get there? How are you going to get there? You know, be realistic, because then you'll actually, every day when you make that step forward, subconsciously you'll make that happen.
Yeah. Another thing is remember, so drawing business, obviously you have highs and lows that we've touched on. What's the thing that keeps us going every single day? And that's always remembering our why. Why are we doing this in the first place? Remembering like what is the reason for doing this? Where have we come from? So remember why you wanted to start it. You wanted that financial freedom. You want that freedom of your time. You want to be able to be your own boss. Remember every single reason that made you want to start that business, and every single time when you're feeling low, do not forget that reason and let that be the thing that keeps you going throughout the day, because you are going to experience highs and lows. You're going to look back on your previous businesses or your previous jobs and you're going to think, God, I didn't have any crap then, but you did. Just when you get to this side, sometimes the grass looks greener. The grass always looks greener on the other side. But so just always remember your why. That's a big thing for us as well, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Focus on your end goal. And also, this is something that me and Baz are very conscious of that we don't do, and we need to start doing it. We do talk about saying that we need to do it, but we don't do it. But we don't celebrate our wins enough. We're very, very critical of ourselves. So when we set ourselves goals, we get to them, and then when we get to them, we're ready for the next one.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, you know, like last year we had our vision board and we smashed everything on the vision board. But we didn't even take 10 minutes to say, wow, we've done a great job. We literally just wrote the next vision board and cracked on.
Yeah.
And that is really bad. That's something that we need to take on board. And because it's only when other people turn around to say, you guys are actually doing quite well, and we turn around and say, yeah, we are, but
it's just,
there shouldn't be a but. We want to take time to actually, we always want so much more in life, and I don't want to get caught up in the rat race. We want to just be able to celebrate our wins.
Yeah, just take a look back and be proud of what you've achieved. Remember, so for us, like, we could talk. We're going to do episodes on each of our businesses and talk to you about this. But just for JL Drinks now, we're sat in this office. 2 months ago, this was an empty shell, and now it's full. It's got everything in here that we need and that we've said we wanted. We haven't even sat down and be like, wow, well done. If anything, we're like, right, we need to get the pictures on the wall now. We need to start doing all. We're already talking about the next things, and really we need to just celebrate the wins and celebrate everything that you've done, and just do that on a daily basis. If you can, try and do it on a daily basis. When you start off your day, write a list of everything you want to do in the day, and then at the end of the day, celebrate those little things that you've done throughout the day. And just be proud of what you've achieved, because those little things that you do on a daily basis help you achieve that big goal that you want. And a saying that I absolutely love, which is like my main quote of my life, which I love, is every expert starts off as a beginner. And that to me is such a big thing. And because sometimes when you're starting off or in your business, when you're in business, you look at other people and think, oh, they already know everything anyway, or, you know, how am I ever going to get to their level? When they all started off at the exact same stage as you. they knew nothing about what they were doing. Everyone starts off with literally a white sheet of paper, don't they? And you just got to teach yourself, and you've got to push yourself, and you've got to have that passion and confidence inside you to become that expert.
There's so much out there, like obviously a lot of people say, you've had financial help at X, Y, and Z and stuff like that. We'll speak about our journey obviously in different episodes. However, there's so much out there now, the government helping entrepreneurs, the government. There's just so much help out there. It's just about how badly do you want it. Yeah, you're working a 9 to 5, but then are you doing, after you come home, had some dinner, are you doing 6 till 10, watching Netflix and chilling, or are you doing 6 till 10, writing a business plan and presenting that to the Chamber of Commerce because they're going to help you? It's a question of what are you spending your time doing? That you only have yourself to blame for that. If you want something so badly, if you want it badly enough, you will go out there and get it. And no excuses. No excuses and no regrets.
Baz, when you're sat here in the office, you can see the bills piling in, staff aren't doing what they should be doing, you're having a shit day, and you're really thinking, what the hell? What do you do to get you going throughout a day?
What do I do to get me going? First of all, what I do is I write that list. I write the list, okay, order of priority, what needs to be tackled first. And then straight after writing that list, I go out and I motivate my team. First of all, yeah, it might be a bit of a harsh conversation and turn around and say, look, we're not achieving what we need to achieve. But then I'll always end it on a positive and say, look, we've got this. And you know what? When we check in at the end of the day, results are always coming back in and everybody always leaves on that high. And it's just something that we really need to implement. That's what I do with my team. And then I go back and attack my list. And as long as I can get 70, 80% of my list done, then I'm happy. And then you just roll on to the next day and you just carry on and just keep hustling and grinding and hustling and grinding. That's it really, isn't it? What about, yeah.
So basically having that structure, pretty much the same thing with me as well. So I just kind of take a moment, think about why I'm doing this, like I said earlier, make a list of everything I need to do and make sure that I'm doing stuff that I need to be doing, because once I'm doing that, then stuff does start happening, because sometimes it's just life. You do have days where things pile upon you, do have days where you feel like everything's going wrong, but if you've got a plan and you know what you've got to do to try and get out of it and get yourself into a better position, it can happen. You're right there, you're just casually on the phone.
No, I was just checking because basically Juggy told us that obviously we've only got so long on the SD card, so I was just checking to see how long.
How long? We said we're only going to do 20 minutes anyway. How long does it mean?
I don't know, so he's just coming to check now.
Do you know how long? Because we should have looked at the time first. We'll be more organised in the next one, guys. Another thing that someone messaged me about, well, quite a few people messaged me about this as well actually, was how to get over that feeling of imposter syndrome. Do you know what imposter syndrome is?
No, but that's another topic, isn't it?
Oh, you want to do a whole episode?
Yeah, a whole episode. I think imposter syndrome, is quite big.
A big thing?
Okay. I think a big thing. Let's go back. We're only going to spend the next 5 minutes now because it's already been like 20 minutes.
Has it really?
Yeah, it's already been 20
oh my
minutes.
goodness, see, would you get carried away?
That's it. So let's go back to the question and let's do a summarise. How long have we got left, Judy, on here?
5 minutes.
Okay, 5 minutes. We're going to wrap it up then.
Okay.
Yeah.
7 minutes to be
7 minutes to be precise. Thank you. Juggy, how's my curves? Is it all right? Am I looking right in the camera?
Beautiful, mate.
Yeah, thank you very much. Cheers. All right, cool. Let's go back to the question and let's quickly summarise how you feel things have changed from creating the channel now, from not wanting to do it to now doing it, and just wrap it up.
I feel like the reason I didn't want to do it is because I felt like, why am I going to expose myself so much? I've already shown so much of my family and personal life on Instagram, because obviously that's something that I wanted to do. Why am I going to want to show all the business side and a little bit more about me? However, honestly, hands down, without a doubt, me showing, first of all, going back to the personal side of things, why I showed that side of it, a lot of women message me on a daily basis saying how my page gives them strength and makes them feel more inspired and confident to be a mother of girls and manage a busy household and all that kind of stuff. But in all honesty, I actually get the strength from it. I actually feel inspired by the people that follow me, the messages I get. I love the energy. I just love everything about it. So that page is really good for me personally in my home life and bringing up my girls. It actually does me a lot of confidence, doesn't it? And I love it. Business side of things, I was very reluctant to do it because I thought, why am I going to do it? But I know for a fact it's going to be the same, because I genuinely find other women inspiring when they're showing off their business. Well, not showing off, when they're talking about their businesses, they're talking through their journeys, how they do it and everything. So if I find other women inspiring, I want to do the same thing. I've got a lot of experience within business so far. I mean, not like years, not millions of years of it, but we've had a lot of experience since 2015. I've been in business. yours was slightly,
Yeah.
3 years before that, I think, when you did the
Oh,
shotgun. No, 2 years before. Yeah.
I've always been in business, haven't I? Since I'm like,
Yeah, but I'm saying like since you were in the
Yeah,
shotgun
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff. So we've experienced a lot. So just talk about it. And I think the thing that made me want to do it more so than ever, I thought we've only got one life. Put it out there. What's the worst that can happen? Let's have conversations. Let's talk about things, and let's just see. Let's just see what comes of it. I want to be that person where we can have a conversation and share experiences, because I can learn, you guys can learn. We can all just create that safe environment where we're all learning and inspired and have that confidence to push each other, especially being a
Do you feel
young
like if you
Indian
hadn't have done
woman.
this year and you look back in 5 years' time, you'd have a regret?
I do think that, yeah, because it's something I've always spoke about. Baz has always said for ages he wants to go into business mentorship, which he's already starting. I've always said that I want to do it, but how can I do it if I'm not even starting off the first steps of even talking about what I do? So I can't just suddenly just think that one day I'm going to wake up and
It certainly lacks
yes,
a lot of
I'm
that
gonna do
self-belief.
this.
You know, sometimes you come into the office and she'll be like, what actual value do I add to the business? I don't feel like I'm adding much. But when you actually sit down and you actually go back and you look at it, there's a lot that you add.
Yeah, you just have those days. I have those days even with being a parent. Like, you have those days. I think as a woman, you have, obviously your hormones are up and down all the time, don't you? But yeah, and if you really think about it, you have to sit me down and say, Sonny, you're the one who thought of this idea, you're the one who did this, you're the one who creates this, you're the, which obviously we'll talk about in future episodes when we talk about each individual business that we're in. But yeah, I think having this page and talking about sharing tips about how to be more confident and how to have that, how to practice gratitude, manifestation, the law of attraction and all of that, I think it's going to do great for us all. So yeah, I'm excited about the page.
Excited about this, Kim, it's a new journey, and it's going to be really exciting. And please let us know, subscribe, share, all that stuff that people say to do.
Let us know what you think.
Write in the comments, let us know what
you
you think we should have, spoke about more, anything that we shouldn't have spoke about or whatever. And hopefully, some of you guys are going to, I'm not saying just go and quit your jobs and just start something new, but plan
Hopefully
it.
it's just inspired you guys to do. If you have a burning desire to do something, genuinely, hand on
Just have
heart,
zero regrets.
I really, really, really would push anyone to do it, because what is the worst that can happen? You literally give it a go. If it works, great, happy days. And if it doesn't work, it's not a failure. You've just learned more for your next thing that you decide to do. That's all it is. Life is just full of lots of different experiences. That's what life is. If you've got this burning desire, just do it, because life is so, so, so short and it's so precious. Use it to your advantage. We're in this age now where we've got we've got social media where we can share experiences like that within a snapshot, and that's what we're doing. So use it. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so that's it. Want to wrap it up.
Cool.
We don't want to keep
Episode 1's done.
Episode 1 is done.
Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks a lot. Let us know what you think
every
in the
week
comments.
we'll put one out every Wednesday.
So I think what we'll do now is post. Should we start from our journey? Like, our next one should be about maybe delightful desserts or something.
But we'll
like
put a
that.
poll up and then just.
Yeah.
We'll set
Oh,
what
actually,
we're
we
doing.
still need to talk about the holiday and everything like that.
Yeah,
We've got
exactly.
loads to talk about. So yeah, we'll just put a question thing up on Instagram and let us know what you want us to talk about. But I hope that was interesting, and that was only like an overview, but future ones will go more into it.
Yeah, that's it. All right, guys. Thank you very much. Oh, now we're finishing again. Yes.
Thank you.
Of course.
I'm sure we're going to think of something else after
All
that.
right, thanks. All right, take care, guys. Bye.
Bye.